and we're gonna tackle Lake Toho today with nothing but spinning rods. So you guys stay tuned. It is a beautiful day out here on Lake Toho. The bluegill spawn is on, the shad spawn is on. Just heard a giant blow up somewhere. And I'm about to use nothing but spinning rods. So let's go.
You know, it's not a guarantee, but
June bug pippinator. This time of year, guys, that's what you want to look for right there. It's a big area of bluegill beds, and you can actually see some of the bluegill in the bed. We haven't even made it out onto the lake, guys. We literally just idled out of the locks. You can smell the brim spawning. That means it's time for three things. Number one, I really smell them strong right here. You're gonna need June bug pippinator. It is the best worm that you will drag for bluegill eaters. You're gonna need a swim jig, and you're gonna need my favorite thing, popping frog. Unfortunately for me today, guys, I'm not gonna be doing any of those things. Confined to using spinning rods for a little bit. Got some issues going on with my left elbow, and which makes it's a lot of bluegill beds right there, guys. Look at that. There's some fish around there too. I'm actually gonna drop the old Raptors and we're gonna rig up. The number one thing that I want to get rigged up today is actually going to be something that I throw out here on Toho quite a bit. And that is a June bug pippinator, but in a Neko Rig fashion. So we need to get out a nail weight, Tilson nail weight, don't know. If I've got any more O-rings, but I'll show you guys. Just stab that nail weight right in the end of your worm there. Slide them on here. I'm gonna put 2 O-rings on this pippinator. And the whole deal with a Nico is that you want the head of the worm, where the nail weight is, to drag the bottom. So we're gonna go, I like to go just behind the egg sac here. Slide that O-ring on there. And then I'm simply going to turn that O-ring just a little bit and slide this one over it to where those O-rings are on that worm in an X fashion, like so. Absolute deadly stuff for the Lake Toho during the brim spawn. All right, now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna rig up a drop shot. I think this is a cover shot hook. Don't quote me on this, but I believe that to be a cover shot. And we're gonna polymer knot this hook. We're gonna leave about 12 inches of slack though, tag end. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bend in my line, run it through the eye of the hook, doubled over there. Simply tie an overhand knot, passing the hook through our loop. Once that line cinches down, it's very important. Lubricate it with something, especially if you're using fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon will burn itself as it cinches on itself. That guy is good to go. Drop shot pippinator. We are going to rig up a weightless fluke. So we get out a extra wide gap hook. Never fail, never let you down. Watermelon red zoom fluke. To me, it's a lot like a drop shot. It tends to catch you a lot of small fish. But let's throw it up here. The only thing you gotta do with a weightless fluke is let him sink for a little bit. Ooh. I don't know if those are the bluegill or if those were bass. Well, we got bit on the weightless fluke over their bluegill bed first cast. So throw it back up there again. Now it's important to throw your weightless fluke on a line that floats, because I'm watching my line sink right now. And I can detect a bite by watching that line. You fish a weightless fluke like a jerkbait. Couple twitches and you let it sink. Couple of twitches and you let it sink. See, to me, this is typical of what you would catch on a fluke. And this poor fish is just absolutely beat up. He looks terrible, sickly. Fluke fish, guys, a fluke fish. I believe this is actually a CPF Lures shad jerk. So I just watched him. He was swimming through the water and just watched him puke up 2 or 3 other brim about the size of this Shad Jerk Pro here. That one's tore up, so we're gonna get another one. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put that weighted BKK hook on here like I was talking about doing, guys. This hook just can't be beat. June bug, it's just top notch. So we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna put it on this weighted hook. This is the BKK Permalock. And guys, that hook is available at Lakeland Fishing Outfitters. Lakeland Fishing Outfitters carries a really great selection of the BKK stuff, as well as Phillips Bait Tackle. This is Captain Erik.
Hey, Erik. Well, my starting battery is an AGM, and then they gave me lithiums for, you know, for the rest of my stuff, my trolling motor and that. So, you know, if you want to come check it out, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not a guarantee, but yeah, they just want to talk to you, get to know you, and personally, I want to get to know you too.
Yeah, hey, let me call you right back.
You got it.
All right, buddy. See ya. You could see that shiner marker pole right there shaking all over the place. I flung that CPF Lures 5.5 Stickler Pro June bug bluetail on that BKK hook, Permalock weighted hook over there, and she ate that thing, no questions asked. That was awesome. BKK Permalock nail weight hook, CPF Lures June bug bluetail. That's the 5.5 Stickler Pro. That's a 5.5 inch Senko with a more slender profile. And she got it, guys. That was awesome. A lot of fun on a spinning rod. You know, it's hard to really manhandle those fish on a spinning rod, but so far, it's the best one of the day. We're gonna get her back in the water and see if we can't get any more nice looking Lake Toho bass on spinning rods only. There she goes. Watched him come out of that grass and eat that. On the Neko rigged pippinator. That's that. Gamakatsu weedless wacky, couple O-rings, and a nail weight June bug pippinator. These fish on Toho are being a little stingy. they're out here, and change it up a little bit and go to that Neko rigged pippinator, give them a little bit different look. Get back in there, see if we can get another one. Another one for the Neko rigged pippinator, guys. Not a big fish, but again, it's not a bad fish either. Hook came right out. That's why we don't chase them all over the boat, acting like an idiot. You get them in the boat. Put them in the boat and you can be done with it. Neko rigged June bug pippinator, guys. Just out here plucking them off. Well, that's it, guys. I'm gonna take it back to the house. It's hot. Camera's overheating. I don't even know if it's still recording. I don't think it is. It is still recording. So, main players today, obviously the Neko rigged pippinator that we broke off a couple casts ago that I haven't retied back on because I'm going home. Caught the most fish, average size about 3 pounds off some of these clumps of offshore grass. But the bait today on the spinning rods only that caught the biggest fish was the June bug bluetail 5.5 inch STICKLER Pro on that BKK Permalock nail weight hook, whatever you want to call that thing. That's an awesome hook. Been using it for a while now. I've done several videos on it. If you guys don't have any, I suggest you go Phillips Bait Tackle or Lakeland Fishing Outfitters over there on Lake Parker. Get you some of those. Get you some June bug pippinators or some June bug bluetail STICKLER Pros. You're gonna need them out here. It's getting hot. These fish are getting out here on Toho. They're starting to group up out here on this grass. They're grouping up out here on the FWC brush. And if you want to catch more than your competitors, or if you're just looking to have a good time on the water, you're gonna want to throw something a little bit different than what everyone else is throwing.